Hello and welcome back to the channel.
Hi.
In this episode I'm taking the van to North Wales where it's going to have a major alteration done that we're really looking forward to, aren't we?
Yeah.
And stick with the video because you'll see some of that work happening and the end results. Plus during the video there's some other alterations being made to the van, all to give us more space and more comfort, and all of those will be on this video, as I said.
Yeah, and I'll be joining you later on in the video.
Okay, so we'll see you in a while.
Bye.
Now we've been away for a while due to some problems that Suzanne has had, but she's doing okay now, and she'll be joining us a bit later in the video. But I'm on my way to Chirk in North Wales. It's a bit of a hike, about 130 miles, and this is to have the first of some alterations done to the van, and we're really looking forward to it. You'll find out what that is later in this video. Now I had considered changing the van, but to be honest, it's perfect for what we need, and it's lovely to drive. Anybody that's driven an Alphard will tell you that, and it has all the home comforts, and what we're doing is adding some more and making a little bit more space. What I'm going to do is I've got to spend 2 days up here and leave the van at Chirk Airfield in a workshop there where the work is going to take place, and then I'm going to stay, well, I've booked myself actually into somewhere that I haven't been for many years, and that's a hostel in Llangollen, and I'm there for 2 days. I should get the van back tomorrow, which is Friday, at around about between 4 and 5 o'clock, they've said. So I'm really looking forward to that, and to getting the van back and then getting on with a couple of other things we're going to do, which you'll also see in this video. So stay with it. You will see the first additions being done, and I guess it's going to be a little bit brutal, but anyway, so I'll speak to you again when I get there. So while the van's up at Chirk Airport in a workshop there, having the alteration done to it, I'm having a couple of days here in Llangollen, I think that's how you pronounce it, and what a beautiful place it is. I've actually passed it so many times on the A5, but I shall have to bring Suzanne, that's for sure. Now there's also a canal here, and further down that way is the famous aqueduct. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll put it up there. This is Sonic and Tobias, and they pull the horse-drawn canal boat. Now I've been wandering around Llangollen for a couple of hours now, and I've just arrived at Llangollen Wharf. So I'm going to have a nice cup of tea, and while I'm drinking it, you can have a little tease of what's happening to the van. A disc cutter and the van roof. Looks pretty brutal, doesn't it? Well, let's go and do some more touristy stuff, and I'll show you some more in a while. I walked down the hill from the wharf into the town. I was looking for the railway station. Well, I was hoping to get a look around the Llangollen Railway, but unfortunately it's closed. This is the River Dee, that flows through Llangollen. Where does all that water come from?
Suddenly, the world I used to know, I see it differently. You woke me from a dream, now here's reality. Baby, baby, you are really hurting me. 'Cause every time you tell me I'm good and that I'm doing fine, but nothing ever changes, and now I see.
Right, let's see how they're getting on with the van. Oh my goodness, it's like opening a can of ham. Llangollen town centre is much like any other, but it is surrounded by some beautiful scenery. You can take a ride on the steam train, the horse-drawn canal boats, or a trip over the famous Poncelet aqueduct. And then of course there is the Castel Dinas Bran medieval castle. So, back to the van. And yes, we're having a pop-top installed. This is the first of a few alterations we're having done to improve the space and the comfort. And this is what it looks like. So now it's time to get it home and see what Suzanne thinks. Now, before Suzanne joins us, let's see what else we've had done to the van. And later, we'll be visiting this wonderful church at Rutland Water. And the next modification was this seat. We had a swivel plate installed, so it turns around and that really does open up the space in the van. So what we have is just a little knob at the front here that we just lift, move the seat forward and then turn. And Suzanne really likes this. I have to be honest, so do I. Put it back in place and then drop this little lever down to here till it locks like that, and there you have it. And it really does make so much of a difference to the van. And because we now have the swivel seat, in the centre here used to be a console with an opening lid, but it had to come out. So what I did was I looked at the manufacturers, the professional installers of the conversions, and noticed that they did similar kind of things to this. So I built this box, and because there's a heater that blows into the back of the van, I just installed those little chrome round vents, if you like, and the whole thing works perfectly. Just get that bit of mess off there. Yeah, and the whole thing works perfectly. Really pleased with it. I also had to keep, well, it's fortunate actually, this 12 volt socket and the USB that I've got here, because there was one fitted to the centre console. Anyway, I utilised that and the whole thing works perfectly. We also have new LED lights that have been installed around the outside of the pop-top opening. And then you can also see the white strip at the back of the hatch there. That's a pull-down screen for our projector.
Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
We made quite a few changes, all done, and we really like them. The last thing to do when we're waiting to get done is to change the curtain. Well, she's back in the passenger seat. Welcome back, Suzanne. We're having a little afternoon trip out in the van, just to see if everything works the way it should do. So we're on our way to Rutland Water.
Heart filled with worries, no more. In a world full of sorrow,
should pop into Oakham to get the fish and chips.
Yeah, because they might not do it
Yeah, they
in
might.
that cask.
We always get held up at this railway crossing, and it's always the biggest train you've ever seen. Well, we found a chip shop. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a hike because we couldn't get any parking, could we?
No. That's all right, you're a fast walker.
Right, so what do you want?
Chips and curry sauce.
Just chips and curry sauce, you don't want a sausage with that? Right, fish and chips had, curry and chips in Suzanne's case. Now you wouldn't normally need to go into Oakham to get to Rutland Water. I should just clear that up for people that know. We obviously only went there for the chip shop. Right, now let's go and see if we can get into Normanton Church. We've been to Normanton Church several times over the years, but only managed to get in once. Let's go and see. Well, unfortunately it was locked, but take a look at the history. It was amazing what they did to save the church when the reservoir was created.
I really like now we've done this swivel chair. Makes a lot more space, doesn't it? Really happy with it. More comfort, lots of leg room. And then I can stand up.
Right, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments what you think about the changes we've had to the van. We like them, don't we?
Definitely made a big difference, hasn't it?
Yeah, what's your favourite part?
Being able to stand up.
Yeah. Now, of course, we can stand up, which is fantastic. I was told that the best alteration would be the swivel seat, and that really is good, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good as well.
It just opens the space up in the van.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's all finished. We've been using it a little bit, haven't we?
Yeah.
We haven't been around for a while because Suzanne's had a few problems, but she's fine now, aren't you?
Yep.
So what are we getting ready for now?
Trip to Scotland. Looking forward to that.
Yep.
See my auntie.
Yeah.
And then travelling down to the Lake District,
Yeah.
aren't we?
And then we're going to spend a few days in the lakes.
Yeah, I've never been.
No, you haven't, so
Never.
that'll be good. Okay, so thank you for watching, and if you did enjoy it and you'd like to see more of our videos or look back through our catalogue, why don't you consider subscribing, give us a like and leave a comment, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye. And if you're still here, on our way home we managed to get entwined in this convoy of old vehicles, obviously on their way from a show, and we were following this beautiful old Jaguar. And doesn't that just look perfect? The old Jaguar driving up through the old village of Rockingham. We're Paul and Suzanne, and we'd love you to join us on our days out.